Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where we are currently in a position where we're ready to do our next mission. Like, there's nothing else to do. So we've got access to these two missions here. Both are local government. We've got a polar battle and a desert recovery. Both are 2.5 skills, so they'll be slightly more difficult than what we just did. I think we'll start with this polar battle. And because it's a battle, I definitely want to have at least 2 salvage here. 2 priority salvage. So we'll do that, and then I think instead of Vamp this time, we'll go ahead and run Tranquility. So let's go ahead and deploy this. We did get Vamp some much needed practice in the last mission, but this is potentially going to be a more difficult mission, so I would prefer to not bring trainees. That would be nice. We now need to disrupt the Canopian reconnaissance mission. For weeks now, Canopian forces have been scouting territory near local government-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land shows nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is that they've found, we don't want them to have it. Go in there and destroy them. Commander, this could be a wild goose chase. Of course, if there's nothing to find, they haven't wasted the time of their own mechs. Indeed.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, you've arrived in the region where the enemy was last detected. Move forward and clear them out. We shouldn't let any of them get away if we can help it. Indeed, we shouldn't. Okay, so they are up over here. It's a decent missile boat location. But overall, they have much better cover than we do. Maybe this ridge here. Let's just head up onto this hill for now.
Copy that.
At the very least, we can use the cover here.
Heading out.
We didn't get eyes on, or rather sensor traces there. So let's go ahead and put the Warhammer here.
Coordinates received.
No sensor trace there.
Wilco.
Okay.
On my way.
Still no sign of them. It's got to be real close. Let's get the Warhammer down over here.
I'm there.
There, we see them.
Bandit.
Okay. So they're spread out all around there. Can we make a break for these trees? I feel like we can.
Confirmed.
We can probably even get the rifleman in
Moving
there.
out.
The Griffin is going to be fine where it's
Yep.
at. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and
Aye,
move
aye.
the Enforcer in here. That'll give us eyes on this 55
On my
tonner.
way.
That is a Wolverine. It's not fully maintained. Okay, we'll go ahead and fire on it. Decent damage there. They're moving this 55 tonner in. They're trying to flank up over this way, I think. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Train. Reserve back this Wolverine.
Here we go.
Nice. I'm quite happy with that damage spread. It's another 55 tonner with missiles. That's not very relevant.
Commander.
Okay, we can move the Warhammer to here. We're not going to be quite in cover, but the Warhammer can take a hit for a turn.
Firing.
Okay, more good damage there. Now this guy definitely moves. They've also got another Phase 2 mover. Okay.
I'm taking some serious hits. Good to go.
Tranquility. Take off an evasive pip.
Locking in all weapon systems.
I'm very glad we brought Tranquility. Our other sniper probably would have missed at least one of those shots. Okay, I didn't see what the tonnage of that was. That looks like maybe an LRM-15? It's a 60 tonner. Maybe a Jaeger?
Awaiting orders.
It's a possibility, I suppose. We could jump, but I'm not sure there's a huge amount of point to that. We'd be in small laser range right here, so we see that this is indeed a griffin.
Confirm.
Okay, arm destruction there. It's a Shadow Hawk over here. They're trying to get the Warhammer chipped down while they can, which, fair enough, it's the right play.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Well, we can definitely finish off this torso.
Locking on and firing it all.
There we go.
Oh, now I'm just tearing you up.
So the Wolverine lost its AC 5. That is not perhaps the best position it could have chosen. Griffin is now going to move in and continue to focus. Oh, it's actually going to go on the Enforcer. That's fine. Not concerned about that.
Yes.
The Warhammer can now come in, get into cover, and just punch the Wolverine, and I think the Wolverine dies here.
Order acknowledged. Ha!
So left torso destruction, 77 HP in the CT. Okay, it was a bit unlucky on our spread on the small lasers. The quick draw. Okay. Well, it's going to have some heat issues. Oh, that's bad luck.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Well, see if you can't make your way somewhere like here. This is actually a perfect spot. You have good vision and you're in cover. So I'm going to multi-target here. This Wolverine has 29 HP in the CT, so we're going to fire A and then B on the quick draw.
Multiple enemies locked in.
There we go. CT destruction. And a solid hit on the quick draw.
Show 'em what you got.
Okay, Jenkins, I think you can go punch the Griffin from this angle.
Affirmative.
Okay. 2 HP in the leg. Well, 2 armor HP in the leg anyway. Shadowhawk is going to go there and fire on the Warhammer, which has bulwarked cover.
I'm wounded.
Oh, of course.
That could have been worse.
One of those missiles just happened to hit the head.
Yeah.
Okay, I think our fire support works on the quick draw. And maybe we reserve it. Kill this torso, maybe?
Scored a critical hit.
I mean, we crit the LRM, so that's something.
What's the flank?
He missed his PPC, so that wasn't amazingly relevant.
Reading you.
The quick draw could attack from here. That would be out of cover. This guy is the concern here. He'd be attacking our rear armor, but I think that's fine.
Move order received.
Okay, structure exposed in this torso. Ooh, we got a head hit there. That's very solid.
Good to go.
I think we switch our focus from the quick draw to the Griffin right now. He's out of cover. And we're hitting his weak side here.
Targeting. Outward strike.
Okay.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Quick draw is going to move over here and attack the Warhammer. But I mean, we're bulwarked, so should be fine.
Getting banged up real good. It's go time!
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen any reinforcements yet.
Commander?
I'll take it, but I'm also kind of surprised. Do we want to punch here? I feel like we're better off not punching, and in fact just moving into cover, facing like this,
Moving
and
out.
firing on the Griffin.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay, is that a knockdown? Yes. Perfect. So that's 2 pilot injuries on that Griffin. Shadowhawk is going to attack the Warhammer in the rear. That's as expected. We did lose all of our armor in that left arm.
Commander.
Train, fire on the Griffin. Go for the head.
Here it goes.
I don't think we hit any headshots
I think
there.
I just hit on something special.
Griffin's gonna get up. Both of his weapons are crit, but not destroyed. He was able to fire, actually. It's not hitting that weak arm, though. So that's fine.
I'm here.
I want the Warhammer to just come up here and punch him, honestly. Finish him off. This should kill him, I think. Well, it might not. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Pilot incapacitation. Fantastic.
Target down.
Okay. So the quick draw is going to leave cover. It's an interesting choice. We definitely took a lot of damage in that
Armor
rear
breach.
there.
Internal damage. Commander?
Okay. So this guy's a phase 3 mover. We can reserve him back. I'm going to do that next round, though. Because I want to attack the quick draw over here with the rifleman.
Giving him everything I got.
Okay.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
And now, using Jenkins, I want to reserve back the Shadowhawk so that we can move the Warhammer.
Target locked.
Okay. That worked pretty well. Phase 3.
Listening.
So we could multi-target this, potentially. And do something like this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Good damage on that quick draw. And this should just be some armor reduction. Actually, that was a lot of internal damage. Shadowhawk is going to back off and fire on the Enforcer. That's perfect. I was concerned that it was going to fire on the Warhammer there, but it absolutely did not.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Okay. The Warhammer has to be what we move next.
Location confirmed.
Do we have enough for a precision strike? We actually do. Which torso do we want to go after? This is the one with the LRM-10. This is the one with the SRM ammo. This is the one with the LRM ammo. Okay, it kind of doesn't matter. LRM ammo explosion. That's good.
Scored a critical hit.
And a torso destruction there.
What's up, boss?
So the rifleman can now come in over here. There's only 3 HP in this torso.
Confirmed.
Okay, that's a pilot kill, I think.
Solid connection on that one.
Because that's a knockdown as well. Nope, pilot injury. Okay. He's going to immediately get up. He has no weapons. All he can do is melee. But he also is real slow. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Can't take many more of those.
Indeed you can't.
Aye, aye.
Let's jump you over here. See if you can't get in this Shadowhawk's face.
Engaging jump jet.
Distract him a little bit. We could also potentially precision strike this. Not on this side, though. I don't want to precision strike it on this side, unfortunately.
Copy that.
Okay, we'll see what he thinks about that. Okay, perfect. Ooh, right arm destruction. That's where that AC-10 was. I did not expect that.
Crap. Got a weapon system down.
With 4 evasive pips, the fact that every single attack that he did there hit, that was unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh well. We've got plenty of AC-10s. Okay, let's do a multi-target here. Quick draw, A, B. We're only going to fire 1 round of LRMs at the quick draw. The rest is going to go at the Shadowhawk to remove evasive pips. Oh, I thought for sure the quick draw would die there. But it did not. It's going to melee here. Okay. Hit the leg. That's fine.
Internal structure damage.
Yep. Let's finish off this quick draw. It's definitely dead here. Okay, there we go.
That's a kill. Stand
Now,
by.
Tranquility, I want you to come out over this direction where you have a more clear LOS.
On my way.
And I do want to precision strike this guy in this torso. Right? That's where his AC is? LRM. What's in this arm? Medium laser? Okay, well, LRM ammo is here too, so we might get an LRM ammo explosion.
All weapon systems locked on.
Or we could just kill the head.
Enemy down.
That works.
Mission successful.
I'll take it. So we're going to get a quick draw part out of that for sure. And we're going to actually have to do repairs. Like, it might not have been worth this payout, but it was a low payout anyway. So let's see, that's a lot of Griffin parts. I'm more interested in the quick draw part. Then I guess we could grab, say, the Shadowhawk part. It did give us a full Shadowhawk. Do we want to replace any of our existing mechs with a Shadowhawk? It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that quite yet. We'll have to look into it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's hop in here, and let's take a quick look. So the Shadowhawk is a 55-tonner. It's got 5 tons on the Enforcer. Interesting. 3 ballistic hardpoints, 1 support hardpoint, 3 missile, and 1 beam hardpoint. The Shadowhawk may actually end up being a better cavalry mech for us than the Enforcer. Cavalry is one of its roles. Yeah, so let's go ahead and replace the arm on the Enforcer. And that's it. And then we will get the Shadowhawk set up, but we should repair the Warhammer first. And now let's get this guy set up. I want to go ahead and max the armor. Okay, this is an uneven amount of armor, so we should probably take a little bit out of, say, the legs, and then maybe a tiny amount from the CT to give us an even 14 tons for armor, or rather for weapons. And then the question is, do we run, or what do we run even? Should we run, say, primarily SRMs? I mean, I think we have small lasers, yes. We should definitely run a small laser. And then we could put in half a ton more armor, if we've got that. Well, close enough. We'll just make sure the armor is completely maxed. And then we can put a medium laser over here. And then we could run SRMs in the missile hardpoints. So we could run, say, SRM4s are 1 slot, or 1 critical slot. The tonnage there is 2. Interesting. So we could run an SRM4 here, and then a pair of SRM6s here. And then we'd have 4 tons for ammo and or heat sinks. Now, what is our SRM what is our heat generation in general? Our heat generation is 50. Our delta heat is currently 20. And how many rounds is a ton of SRM ammo? That is 100 rounds. And we are going to be utilizing 16 rounds per turn in an alpha strike scenario. So 16 rounds per turn in an alpha strike scenario, let me pop open a calculator, is 100 divided by 16, that's 6.25 turns worth of ammo. I think 3 tons of SRM ammo In fact, instead of being in the CT, maybe it should be in this torso. It's less likely to accidentally murder us, I think. And then in the CT, we can have a heat sink, bringing our delta heat down to... I mean, it's still 17, but that's not too bad. We can just avoid firing the medium laser and small laser, and that would do the trick. Or avoid firing one of the SRMs. Now, this doesn't have jump jets, but I think that's okay. I don't think it needs jump jets. I mean, this amount of armor is pretty high, so yeah, let's do that. So we're going to have to tick forward for a fair number of days, actually. 11 days. We're going to have a financial report. The Argo upgrade is going to come in. So that's going to be interesting. Before the financial report, I want to go ahead and take the Enforcer out of here, and we'll send the Enforcer to storage. Let's just double check that we didn't already have an Enforcer. I don't think we did. But, nope, we did not. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to need to tick forward a little bit more.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Yep. With us being at 1.7 million C-bills, I don't want to get an Argo upgrade started quite yet. Island is now back in action. So that's fantastic. And there we go. The Shadowhawk is complete. So that means that we can then go ahead and run this recovery mission. So let's negotiate this a little bit. The question is, do we want an additional priority salvage? Payment is already pretty low on this. I think we go ahead and do that. So then the Shadowhawk would go in this slot here. And then we would have both of our Juggernaut pilots are actually currently injured. So that's a thing. Train should definitely be in the Griffin, as usual. Island should be in the Shadowhawk. I think this is in a desert. I think we go ahead and have Jenkins in the Rifleman, even though that's not quite who should be in the Rifleman. I mean, ideally, actually, let's put Vamp in there. And then we can put Jenkins, potentially... Actually, Road Rash would probably be a better option. Let's put Road Rash in the Shadowhawk. And then Island in the Warhammer. This is not an ideal Lance setup, but our injuries are in such a way that sometimes this is just all we gotta do. Well, it is almost time to put a cut in here. I think I'm going to put one in slightly early this episode. And next episode, we are going to go through the briefing and get this mission done. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.